A warm welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and suggestions there. Today, we are going to talk on divisional charts. Divisional charts are very important because they talk about one specific area of life. However, the divisional charts cannot be read without the D1 chart because the promise flows from the D1 chart to the divisional charts. Now, when we're talking about the divisional charts, there are many ways to understand the divisional charts. In all the previous videos on the Vargas that we have a playlist on, if you want, you can always go there and check it out. We've used a number of rules, we've used a number of dictums that we've got from the classics, but today we are moving into another area, that is the Amsha Rulers, very much mentioned in the BPHS in the chapter about divisional charts. So the Amsha Rulers, that is the rulers of the divisions of the divisional charts, are equally important, just like the deities of the Nakshatras, in telling us how a planet in the Amsha of a particular deity will behave. We have many people coming up and asking about children in particular, how the relationship with children is going to be. So for that, you can always check the chart of your child and see the D12 in there. D12 speaks specifically about the parent-child relationship. Today, we are going to take up this amazing divisional chart and we are going to talk about the Amsha Rulers only. Finding planets in the Amsha Rulers of this divisional chart and seeing how the deity works in the favor of the child and the parent or otherwise. To begin with, the D12 chart called the Dwadashamsha has 4 deities. So we are talking on D12 and parenting. How good are you as a parent? For that, we need to see the chart of the child. So in the chart of the child, we see the 4 Amsha Rulers. The first Amsha Ruler is Lord Ganesha. We all know. And we just for records, there are the Amsha of the D12 is 30 divided by 12. That is 2.5 degrees each. That is 2 degree, 30 minutes. 2 degree, 30 minutes. 4 rulers, Amsha Rulers into 3 times, they cover the entire zodiac sign. So the first ruler here is Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is said to be the obstacle remover. The first thing that when we are looking at a picture of Lord Ganesha is that he is the obstacle remover. That is the reason why we pray to him. So these parents, you as a parent can have, or if you're looking into your own chart and seeing the D12 chart, your parent, your sun, moon, 4th lord or 9th lord happens to be in the Amsha of Ganesha. You could be one of those parents who has the ability to act as a protector, as an obstacle remover from the life of your child, so that your child has a very smooth life ahead. But we have to remember that the obstacle remover only removes the obstacle when there are obstacles in the path. So let your child move ahead. See if there are obstacles. Be the one to remove these obstacles, but first let him or her experience those obstacles so that he be a strong person and yet he knows that he has somebody who has his or her back. Then we move on to the Ashwini Kumaras. Who are the Ashwini Kumaras? The Ashwini Kumaras are a pair of celestial healers, and they are the pranksters at the best. Whom do we generally prank with? We prank with our friends. So that means if you're looking into the chart of your child, it means your child would be sun, moon, 4th lord, 9th lord in this Amsa would consider you as a friend, as a healer, as a person they can always rely upon to give them sound, good advice and help them find a solution in life for their problems and also as a sounding board. Ashwini Kumaras are quick to find a solution, always there to help, and hence you as a parent would always be able to solve solutions for your children and be a sounding board, and would always lend them a ear whenever, wherever they need it. Then we come to the Yama. Yes, Yama is also one of the Amsah rulers. So what does he indicate? We all know Yama is supposed to be the Lord of Death, but the bus does not stop there. Yama is also said to be the Lord of Justice. So, and he as a parent is a very hard kind of strict kind of parent, but if the child is able to pass his tests, then Yama does not fall out from his duties also. You know what he does is he always appreciates the kindness, the justness, and the overall honesty of the child, the unbiased attitude of the child. That is what we all expect as a parent for our children to do. And when he sees that his child lives up to his values and morals, then in that case, the child is appropriately gifted, appreciated, and acknowledged. The last of the Amsha rulers is Ahi. Ahi is said to be the Sarpa. It is also said to be the Sarpa, or the Ahi also means the snake. Okay, but generally, if I am supposed to say a snake, all of us will say the first thing that the snake will do is bite. No, there are many kinds of serpents. Don't forget, we all rest on a planet called Earth on the head of Sheshnag. There is also Vasuki, who is very instrumental in many tales. And then there is also Daksha. So depending upon the placement of that planet in a particular house, will the parent act as somebody who will cause problems to you, or will you be a cause of problem to your parent? That can be seen very well from the house and the Amsha and the planet that is in the Amsha of Ahi. I'll take a few common charts of children whose parents I know very well. So we are going to take the chart of this young boy, and he, as we would see, has his moon in the D1 in a Digbali position. And also we check that the moon is the 7th lord as well as placed in the house of gains in the 11th house. Okay, so we're talking about the Dwadashamsha, his parents and his relationship with his parents. We see that the 4th lord Mars is in the because it's a Lagna is Vargotam, here we see that the Mars, which is again the 4th lord, is present on the Lagna, aspecting the Lagna for this boy. Okay, and Mars, moon as the Karaka of mother is placed in the house of Mars itself. Now we see that moon is in Ahi Sarpa Amsa, and Mars is in Ashwini Kumaras Amsha. The relationship with mother is such that the mother is strict. She's one who teaches him a lot of things, has had to face a lot of consequences because of him, as well as a person who's a sounding board, a person he would always consider a friend for himself. When we see the sun is placed in the Yama Amsha, and his 9th lord happens to be Mercury, which is placed in the Ahi Amsa, Sarpa Amsa. So the relationship with the father is a little distant. The father is a strict parent with him, and the father has also had to compromise with him, and he also has had many compromises with the father till now. And that is something that we'll see for a quite long period of time. So now if we are going to take the chart of Lata Mangeshkar, her life story is well known. Her father passed away at a very young age, but not before imparting a great knowledge of music to her. And her father was the one who would promote her to sing, would be the one to put her on a stage and get the fear of stage out of her. Because her mother was in trouble, there was no other sibling, elder sibling, to earn the money after the father's demise, that is why she had to move into professional singing from a very young age to help her mother, run the family. So if I am to take the fourth lord here, we see that the fourth lord is Sun. It is with an exalted Mercury. In the D1, the fourth lord is good to go. In the D1, but it is also moving towards debilitation. Let's not forget that. And the ninth lord here is Saturn, which is in the 8th house. The Saturn is not very well placed in the 8th house because it can show a sudden demise of father. Let's not forget the 8th house is the 12th from the 9th house, which shows the exit of the father. Coming back to the D12 chart. Here, the fourth lord is Mercury, which is in the 6th house, showing some giving or taking, some prarabdha involved with the parent. 9th lord is Mars, which is again in the 8th house. And but the 9th lord is, but both the 9th lord and the Mars are aspected by Jupiter. Let's see it further as to where we can see the Amsha Rulers. Here we can see the Amsha Rulers right there in the basics. There is, with the key info in Jehora, we will be able to find the Amsha Rulers. For her, the Amsha Ruler, her mother, would be represented by both Moon and Mercury. So we can here take the Mercury, the Moon here is in the Yama Amsa and Mercury is in the Ahi Amsa. Being in the 6th house, she's the one who's had to pay her duty, her tribute back to her mother. And when we talk about the Sun and the Saturn both, we see both of them are in the Ganesha Amsa. So till the time her father was alive, she was a very lively child, carefree, yet being trained by her father to be one of the acest musicians ever. We see how these deities so clearly and so beautifully work in the chart of a person. Deities hold a lot of importance. Please don't forget to check out on your deities of the D12 or your child's deities and write into us and let us know how you found this video. Till we meet with you again, stay tuned.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.